Film festivals no longer meet the needs of the filmmaker. Film festivals no longer attract buyers. They no longer attract distributors because all of that is done with online screeners. Buyers and the distributors are not attending film festivals. Agencies are not attending the film festivals. Management companies are not attending film festivals unless you're talking about Venice. But what I'm talking about is the regional ones, the mid-tier festivals, and the smaller festivals, unless, of course, it's an internet one, in which case no one goes, which is fine. But I don't think that film festivals are making money because I am on the other side of the desk. I have seen the money coming in from film festivals, and quite frankly, it does not meet financial needs. Even the biggest festivals in the regional area like Idlewild.
And our feature film winner for Best Director is Joe Bartone.
Yeah! Oh my God! Most of the people that work there are volunteers, so don't tell me it's a scam. Now, the internet ones, maybe they turn a profit, but for Christ's sakes, if you put that much effort into it, you should at least make a little bit of money, because otherwise, why do it? Right? Exactly. Now, the problem I'm having is that the festivals, in its present form, the model is based upon distributors and agencies coming to it and then finding talent. But if that doesn't exist anymore, what are we doing? Why are we bothering? Well, internet festivals are not the answer because no one cares about an internet festival. What we need to do is radically change the design of a festival. The festival needs to provide video captures of talking with the directors, talking with the talent and the producers, getting them in groups and filming it that we can all use for social media. We still need the awards. We still need the presentations. We really don't need the screenings, although that would be nice to have a few things screened, especially if it's a premiere in a town. Sure. But by and large, what we really need is stuff that we can cut up and use in social media. I think this should be the change. Number one, more awards for actors and actresses, because they are carrying the brunt of the social media. They're the ones that should be out there pushing their films, not just the director. And also, quite frankly, you and I, guys, we're stuck in our houses. We're writing away, we're editing, we're thinking, we're keeping people away so we can concentrate. Actors and actresses have to be out there. They're working with other actors. They're going to classes. They're out there in the theaters. They're out there networking with friends and producers. They're the ones that will be the ambassadors of our film. They're going to be the ones to bring in movies, sell the tickets, bring them into the theater. Okay? So we need to concentrate awards on that. Less concentration of awards, Best Picture and Best Director. I'm not saying get rid of them, but we take the focus off that. Okay? Number two, tape discussions among the actual attending filmmakers. We can get 2 or 3 directors together in a corner and just have them sit down and have them have a conversation about film. We'll give them a topic, we'll have a moderator, and film it. Why? Because they can use that footage to promote their movie and also to promote the other person's movie. And guess what? Talk about the festival, because the festival will be the background. And that gives the festival validity, higher recognition. Higher recognition, more value. Okay, great. Number 3, panels that include the selected filmmakers. So when you go into these panels and they have these other people coming in that are generally like, they're so far up the ladder, they're not even in the trenches. We need to hear from filmmakers who are actually in the festival. How did they raise the money? How did they get that friggin' $35,000, which was unbelievably hard to get? How did they make the movie on nothing? I don't really need to hear about the people that are like hired by ABC. That doesn't help me. That's just aspirational. Number 4, stop showing films that no one is going to see. No, I realize you want to be an international film festival. You can show the trailer. You could show a clip from the movie. You could show a message from the director. But if they're not going to show up to that festival to support the film, and there's no marketing money behind that film, and no one's heard of that movie, you're not going to get any ticket sales from it. So that takes time away from the rest of us filmmakers who want a film in the festival, and we can't get it because we're squeezed out. So keep them in the contest, just don't show the movie. Number 5, profit sharing with the filmmaker. Right now, the revenue streams for film festivals are almost non-existent. They depend on the very few ticket sales they have to cover their costs. But if you gave actors and directors the opportunity to make $5, $6, $8 per ticket, guess what's going to happen? Your ticket sales are going to triple, quadruple. And then now you really have more people in the festival, more revenue stream, and your director feels like it's worth it for them as well. That's a really good idea, but here's the best one. Consortium of film festivals. So there's 4 or 5 film festivals in your town. Hell, I live in Los Angeles. There's probably 30 film festivals in my town. Select which ones you want to be a consortium with. Form a little guild. And then together what you do is every year the best films from each of these festivals are put into a pennant race, the best of the best from this film festival consortium, and you have a contest for that. Who is the best of the best? And why is this great? Because we are now talking about the film festivals throughout the year, not just annually, and we are really giving opportunity for people to say, okay, look, you didn't come to the film festival, but I guarantee you this festival is going to be worth your time because it is the best of the best of the best. And these movies are going to be really worth your time and effort. That's going to help the filmmaker. That's going to help the film festivals. That's going to help your community. Number 7, make the short blocks shorter. Show me 4 shorts. That's about an hour, okay? Show me 4 shorts and then bring up the directors and a couple of the talent from those 4 shorts. Let them speak briefly, just a few words to say hello, and then start another block of 4. Because quite frankly, some of these blocks go on for like 3 hours. And by the time that even my friend's short gets up and I'm watching it and I know it's really good, I friggin' hate it because I'm exhausted having watched all those shorts before. Number 8, shoot behind the scenes video of your film festival and do it so that we can mount it vertically. I mean, extensive behind the scenes of your film festival. Interview the people that are attending, the moms, the dads, the kids, the filmmakers, the actors, the people just walking in off the street. And then let the filmmakers have that footage so that we can use it in our video presentations, because all that great content just gets lost. We need to be talking about the festival all year long, and that's the best way to do it. Number 9, the questions and answers periods at the ends of shorts and features are never properly filmed. We need a videographer there with a decent boom mic, and we need to film those things so that those talent can use that in their social media. Visibility and awareness of a festival is essential to its profitability, or at least should say sustainability. And we don't bother even to take advantage of the content that we can create. Film festivals have to understand they are now in the position they have to provide content, because content is survival. Content is the way that we get the word out. There's no more press. There's no more newspapers. There's just TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and wherever you're seeing this video. Number 10, try a quarterly or biannual model. We can increase submission numbers. The thing is, if you finish your film in May, you're not going to want to wait till December to have your film played in a festival. If you go to a more instances throughout the year, and then each of the winners from each of those micro online festivals get to be in the in-person theatrical experience at the end of the year, you've not only increased interest in the festival, you've not only handed out more awards, which is helpful for filmmakers, you've not only picked up more films that would have slipped away from you, but now the award itself has more weight and recognition. That solves like 5 problems right there. Number 11, when you contract a theater to hold your film festival, get them to play a trailer. Even if you make trailers of a couple of the features that are going to be in the film, or a couple of the shorts, or just even one about the festival itself, get them to play a trailer. They can do that. We talk them into it. Because that way the people that are attending the other movies go, oh wait, there's a film festival going on here next week, next month. This is incredible. I want to go see that movie. That would be smart. Number 12, stop having the actors buy their own tickets. I am really annoyed that I, as a director, get a free ticket and my producer gets a free ticket, but I have to charge all the actors or I have to come up with the cash themselves. I don't have any cash. I can barely pay the freaking actors to be in the movie. I have to wait till the movie sells. So then the actors have to buy their own tickets, and quite frankly, they are my best ambassadors. They're the ones that actually bringing people in. Let's comp those people and let them even have discounts on other tickets so they can bring more people. They're the ones that actually people bring into the theater. Number 14, I'm skipping 13 because I kind of covered it by accident. Networking opportunities. We need to have badges which tell the genre that we're of the film and the name of the film, mostly the genre, so when we talk to other people, we know who they are, what their part in the film is, what the genre is. I was the director of my movie star Paul Dano. I was the sound person in this film. I made this horror movie called Clowns on Fire. Whatever the case may be, that badge is going to help so that when I go walk around and mill with people, they know who I am, I know who they are, and we can start to have conversations. Conversation starters, always important. Am I right? Yeah, absolutely. 15, we have mixers according to genre. So now we have, okay, everybody that was involved in dramatic shorts, here's a little meetup. Everyone that was involved in horror films, here's a little meetup. Everyone that was involved in socially conscious documentary, here's a little meetup. Because those people need to resource each other because they need to share information on how they're doing, how they're thinking, and how they're making those films. I get more information from people in my genre than I do from someone that does a documentary on fisheries. Can't really have a good conversation with that. I tried. It's hard. We need to get the festivals alignment so that they brand 3, 4, 5 festivals, get together and brand themselves as a regional alliance. This way, it's got a stamp of approval. This stamp means this is quality because this festival's in it, and this festival's in it, and this festival's in it. So this festival maintains quality. It's quality assurance that builds brand awareness that makes me, the person submitting, more comfortable by submitting to them. It separates us from the glut, the noise of the other festivals, and it raises the cachet of those in the league. Number 17, directing workshops. Because the reality is, people that have been to film school, 95% of them never make a movie. No. The number one maker of feature films, and probably mostly shorts, are people like me, art school or no school, because basically you have to be a complete idiot to think you can make a movie. So that's why it falls to people like us. That's why for workshops, what I would love to see is how to direct actors, how to direct lighting, blocking, camera work. That would be an amazing workshop. 18, announce the nominated directors of photography, the editors, the costumes, the score, the sound design, the actors, actresses for shorts, featurettes as soon as possible. Get the nominations out there months in advance so that we can get people excited about attending. Because you know what? If my sound guy's mom hears he's nominated, guess who's going to buy tickets? Mom, the kids, everybody, right? The more nominations that we publish, the bigger the attendance it's going to be. And number 19, invite the past winners to come act as presenters for their awards. Now, have the alumni speak on life after the festival. Look, they may not show up. They may say no. That doesn't matter. I'd love, big names to come in and do the presentations, but we need a lot of presenters, and I think it'd be amazing if we bring back the people that have won in the past. Why? It shows community, and it shows force, and how it's building in the interaction. Number 20, everyone that submits to Film Freeway should be given an opportunity to give some kind of questionnaire feedback. It can be multiple choice or whatever. It doesn't have to have essays involved in, because I realize people like to write hate mail. There was one situation where I applied to 3 different festivals, one whose ending date was in May, one in July, and one in September, and it turned out all 3 festivals had their event on the same day in December, at the same time, at the same venue. Obviously, it's just one festival. They just gave it 3 different names so they could get 3 different applications. Not entirely kosher. Hey, I got in, but not entirely kosher. So stuff like that would be good. And the other one is Film Freeway festivals don't have a place on their own page on Film Freeway where they get to have a video of their festival. Like I want to, so if you're doing an in-person thing and you're doing it at a nice theater or community theater, I'd like to see some video footage of that because, you know, a lot of them are online or you don't really know what's going on. And it was a way to celebrate the festival. Obviously, if the video is quality, that's going to make me more excited about it. It's a visual medium. And hey, we have video for the people submitting. They already have the infrastructure to add that to the film festivals themselves. And it would be amazing to be able to kind of watch a little clip of what's happening at these festivals annually and some highlights. And that's it, my friends.